Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you to our weekly online satsang in English language. That's every Sunday evening. So today we are going to discuss the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the entire flow of chapter 1 Bhagavad Gita. So we'll recite the mantra and then we'll begin today's discussion. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasme Sri Guruve Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining today's session. And I request all those who are attending the session, if possible, you can switch on your cameras so that I can see who all are attending. And seeing your face, I can understand how much you are understanding, and I can explain and deliver the content accordingly. So that will be very good. Hare Krishna. So today we are discussing the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It is called Observing the Army, or also Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Means that Arjuna, who has so much determination to fight, something happened in his life that he lose all his hope and he gave up everything. So what has happened in Arjuna's life, and what was the problem, and how he tackled with that problem? That is how the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita sets an example for the entire conversation what Lord Krishna is going to do in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Chali, the first chapter, if you'll see, these are the theme we are going to touch here. Dhritarashtra is going to ask the question. The Bhagavad Gita begins with the sloka of Dhritarashtra, and he speaks only one verse. That is the first verse only. But that is how he creates the background, the stage where the Bhagavad Gita actually everything discussion took place. And then the Duryodhan's mentality will see. And then what are the difference between the Pandavas and the Kauravas army, and who will win in the war? What are the signal? What are the signs of that? That we will see. And then we will see Arjuna's confusion, how Arjuna get confused, and what are the reason Arjuna gives not to fight. In every day-to-day life, we can also relate with us that, oh, this makes sense, yaar, I should not do this. ऐसा क्यों करना चाहिए? So we will relate with Arjuna, what are the reason he is giving. So let's begin today's flow of chapter 1. The first sloka begins with Dhritarashtra Vacha, Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre, Samaveta Yusava, Mamaka Pandavaschaiva, Kima Kurvata Sanjaya. So Dhritarashtra is asking a question to Sanjaya. Sanjaya, by the blessing of Vyasadeva, he got a divine eye to see what all happening there. Okay. So when Dhritarashtra is asking this question, that Dharmakshetra Kurukshetra, so in this Kurukshetra field, Samaveta Yutsava, actually Mamaka, my sons and the Pandavas' son, they were assembled there. Kima Kurvata Sanjay, what they are doing? So first of all thing is that the question itself is wrong. Why? Because just see, if persons are going inside a hotel, in a restaurant, what they will do? They'll go for eat, right? You won't ask they enter into that restaurant, and what they did inside, what they'll do? They'll eat there. People will go to hospital. They will, what they will do in the hospital? They'll go and show the doctor. That's how they're entering the hospital. Similarly, they are assembled in the Kurukshetra. It's a war field. So the common sense is that they are going to fight. But why he's asking what did they do? Because Dhritarashtra was in anxiety. Why in anxiety? Because he knew very well that my sons were in the side of Dharma. They were not in the side of Dharma. And this war is taking place in Dharma Kshetra. This place will support Dharmic kings, because This place is a dharma place. So that is how here Dhritarashtra is getting fear in his heart that my sons who are representing the sin, adharma, they are fighting with the dharmic people, Pandavas, but the field, the area, the area where they are fighting, this area has dharmic inclination and is very fearful that this area will support the Pandavas. It's like India-Pakistan war is a cricket. Sorry, I'm telling war. Sorry. Sometimes people see cricket as a war. India-Pakistan war, not a India-Pakistan cricket match is taking place in the Wankhede Stadium. So obviously, the Wankhede Stadium where the Indian cricket batsmen they have played from the childhood, they will get a better advantages. Why? Because that is their home ground. It's a common sense. But similarly, here Dhritarashtra is very anxiety. Why? Because that is Dharmakshetra is going to support the Pandavas. That's how he's asking question. Another thing I will tell, Mamaka Pandava. See, Dhritarashtra is the king and he's thinking about my son and the Pandava's son. And a Pandava died, so all his sons were under your care only. Now you are the king. And you are making a differentiation that my son, Pandava's son, me and mine, there, your. So all these things is not at all good for a king. We can see the mentality of Dhritarashtra that how he's thinking about his own selfish propensities. That is what is explained. The 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 psychology of Dhritarashtra is coming out in the first sloka. Okay, let's go to the second slide. So in the first slide, the nature of Dhritarashtra came out, how he is so selfish. Now from the second sloka, the mentality of Duryodhana will come out, that he is not less than his father. So let's try to understand the Duryodhana's mentality. So here Duryodhana is telling Sanjay. Sanjay means the person who got this power to see the war, and he is telling everything to Dhritarashtra. दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढो दुर्योधनं तदा आचार्यम उपसंगम्य राजा वचनम अब्रवीत. So now Sanjay is telling that actually, my dear king, this Duryodhan is going to Acharya, to his guru, and he's telling something. So what he's telling? Pashetam Panduputranam Acharyam Mahatim Chamo Vyudham Drupada Putrena Tava Sishyena Dhimata. So here Duryodhan is telling to Acharya. Who is Acharya? Dronacharya, right? The guru. So what Duryodhan is telling? Acharyam Mahatim Chamo Vyudham Drupada Putrena. Vyudham means the phalanx, the army, the structure of the Pandavas army is designed by whom? By our Drupada Putrena, Drishtadhumna. So see, this Drupada is a enemy of Dronacharya. So indirectly here, Duryodhan is politically manipulating the mindset of Dronacharya. See, he knew very well that Dronacharya doesn't go well with Drupada. So he's telling that, see what a guru you have. You taught the army military art to Drishtadumna, and that Drishtadumna is who? He is the son of the Drupada, and he only now acting as a commander in chief of Pandavas, and he has orchestrated, he has designed the army phalanx of Pandavas. Just your tapasisya, your disciple only, my dear guru. Now he is standing here to kill you. बहुत अच्छा सिखाया. So just see the how Duryodhana is not even living his own spiritual master, and he is doing politics with his own spiritual master. This is how Duryodhana is. Eh? So the father was politically totally selfish person, Dhritarashtra, and the son is also not less than his father. That is what we can see the mentality of Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra. Both the mentality is coming in the first section of Gita only. And because of these two, only the whole Mahabharata war took place and so many innocent people die. Because if the king, if the leader is corrupted, selfish, then the whole subordinated they has to suffer because of that. And this is the typical example of Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana. Okay, let's see. And then Duryodhana was telling that in the Pandavas army, there are so many powerful persons are there. Like, worry, in our army also, we have so many good people. We have Bhavan, Bhishmam cha Karna cha. We have yourself, Bhavan, yourself, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Aswathama, Vikarna. So many powerful person we also have. So we are not less than the Pandavas. We are also very powerful. So Duryodhana is just comparing the army of Pandavas and Kauravas. So he's comparing Bhima, Arjuna, Virata, Drupada, Abhimanyu in the side of Pandavas, and he comparing with the Bhishma, Drona, Karna. Are we have Bhishma. Who can kill Bhishma? He has Ichha Mrityu. Whenever he will die, he will die. So, we will win. Then he said, Drona, he is the teacher who taught all the Pandavas. Who can kill his own teacher? And Karna, he is equivalent to Arjuna. So that's how Duryodhana is getting self-motivated himself before the war that I am going to win. Nobody can defeat me. And that is the time in the 12th verse, um, Bhishma could understand. Bhishma is a grandfather, right? And he have seen so many wars. And he know in and out of the wars. So he is observing Duryodhana. And he by observing Duryodhana, he could understand that what is happening in his mind. Externally, he is uh, praising his own army, getting self-motivated. But Bhishma could understand that Duryodhana is feeling insecurity in his heart. He is miserable. He is in pain that he is getting a traumatic fear that I am going to die, I am going to lose the war because Krishna is that side, in the Pandavas side. And so many, five Pandavas, they were in the Dharma, and this area is Dharmic area. So somewhere Duryodhana also getting that sign that something is wrong with all this set also. So Pitama Bhishma could understand that fear of Duryodhana and just to motivate Duryodhana because Pitama Bhishma is the commander-in-chief of Kauravas, right? So Pitama Bhishma blows his counsel. And by blowing his counsel, Pitama Bhishma tells that I am with you, don't worry. Why you are fearing? I am Bhishma. I have a track record. Nobody had defeated me in my life till now. I am always victorious. And I will die when I will desire. So who will kill me? So why you are fearing? I am with you. So Bhishma is just दादाजी हाथ रखते हैं पोते के ऊपर. Don't worry, I am with you. So that is how the first section ends. And Duryodhana is getting a little solace. And because Pitama Bhishma, by blowing the counsel, he supports Duryodhana. But the blowing of the counsel doesn't stop there. And then that's how what happens in the if you see in the Pandavas side, Lord Krishna, Tatha Sveter Hare Yukta. Actually, the chariot driver of Arjuna is who? Krishna. And this is the first time, just like a Bollywood movie, Hollywood movie होता है ना, हीरो बीच में एंट्री करता है, मूवी स्टार्ट हो जाता है, in between a climax, hero just enters with a Mercedes Benz or with a horse, और पूरा कैमरा zoom focus होता है. And this is the time when all these things happening. Pitama Bhishma is blowing his counsel. Tatha Sveter Hayer Yukta. White. Sweta means white. Hay means horses. Yukta means the chariot is yoked with white horses, beautiful white horses, four beautiful white horses. Mahati Syandane Sitau, Madhava Pandavaschaiva, Divyau Sankha Pradatmatau. And immediately Madhava, Krishna, and Arjuna, they started blowing their concerts. And that camera, everyone's attention was now focused on Lord Krishna and Arjuna because the divine counsels are blown. And that is how the entrance of the hero taking place in the Mahabharata war. This is the sloka. Because somebody will blow, then everybody's attention you are attracting, right? Everybody will see towards you. And this is the first time everybody is looking towards Krishna and Arjuna because both are blowing their counsel together. Okay. So here, one nice concept is coming that Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala. You can see in the picture how Krishna is driving the chariot of Arjuna, the four white horses, and Arjuna is sitting, and Krishna is just driving. Can you imagine the? It's like uh, a rich man who has a big car, but is telling his driver that you sit behind, I want to drive the car. It is not so easy. And no owner tells his driver to sit back and I'll drive the car. Because it's a matter of ego. Ego doesn't allow. Driver, मैं चलाऊंगा कैसे हो सकता है? So, but here you can see Lord Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, the supreme master of this creation, and everything he has in his hand. But he here is taking a role of a servant of his devotee. Wow, what a concept. God is becoming servant of his devotee, and that is called Bhakta Vatsala. So to a karmi, to a jnani, to a Ashtanga yogi, God never become a servant. Only to a bhakta who is practicing bhakti yoga, God surrenders to his devotee. The devotee surrenders to God and God surrenders to devotee. This dynamic of bhakti you can see only in the prem, in the bhakti. That's what here Krishna is becoming a servant. And somebody was telling when you become a chariot driver, suppose you want to go to left, then the person who is sitting behind, he will kick you in the left leg. If you want to go to right, he will kick you in the with the right leg. Because if he will shout, hey, go left, left, because the warfield is such a chaotic place, so much sounds are coming, elephant, horse, that how will you listen the sound? So then with the left leg, he have to kick you. Just imagine in the 18 days of the war, how many kicks Krishna has got from Arjuna from behind. Can you imagine? God is getting kicked by his devotee and happily is taking the kicks. That is the beauty of Bhakti Yoga. Welcome to Bhakti Yoga in the first chapter only. Actually, Bhakti Yoga begins in the seventh chapter, but the beauty, because whoever speaks, if he's a devotee, then he will automatically get attracted to the devotional aspects of the first chapter. That's how the name Bhakta Vatsala is very, very important here in this sloka. It's like uh, sometimes the children they ride on the parents' back and the parents enjoy it, right? Similarly, Krishna is also enjoying as a servant of Arjuna. Okay, a very important sloka. Here we will recite the important names of the names of the consuls of the five Pandavas. What all consuls they are blowing? Panchajanyam Rishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya Poundram Dadmau Mahasankham Bhima Karma Brikodhara Ananta Vijayam Raja Kunti Putra Yudhishthira Nakula Sahadevascha Sughaso Manipuspakau. So here the names of the consuls are given. Panchajanya belongs to Rishikesha, Krishna. Krishna is blowing Panchajanya. Devadatta Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya is who? Arjuna. Arjuna is blowing Devadatta. Poundra Dadmo Mahasanko Bhima Brikodhara. Bhima is what? Bhima Karma Brikodhara. Brikodhara means one who eats a lot of food. Eats lot of food. That is briko udara. Udara means peat. Udara. Damodara. Udara. Briko dhara. One who eats lot of food. That is called brikodhara. So whenever they were in the Banavas, when Panchpandav, they used to bring the food collected, Mother Kunti used to divide the food into two parts. One part to all the brothers and one part only for Bhima. because he had such a large belly, what to do? You need more food. So the mother could understand, and she used to divide accordingly. Brikodhara. But not only eater of food, but karma Brikodhara, Bhima karma. Also, he used to do Hercules tasks. Very tough job he could do. That's how Bhima is very famous. So if you eat more, then you should work also very hard. It's not that you're eating more and sleeping, then you will become tummy man. So when you are eating more, you should work hard, then it will convert it into energy. Otherwise, it will store into fat. Ananta Vijayam Raja, and the Yudhishthir Maharaj was blowing Ananta Vijayam. Nakula Sahadevascha Sughasa Manipuspako. Nakula blowing Sughasa, Sahadeva blows Manipuspaka. In this way, these are the six conchs we saw here. The five Pandavas were blowing. Very divine conchs. Okay. Now, I just request all participants who are watching, if possible, just write down the name of these six conchs in the chat box so that I'll get to know that how attentively you are hearing. Hare Krishna. I will go to the next slide. So whatever you remember, you just write down. Okay, no worry. Okay, so now the after effect of blowing the conchs. So after blowing the conch, what is the after effect? क्या हुआ उसके बाद? And that is what now Sanjay is zooming. सघोषोध्राष्ट्र राष्ट्राणां हृदयानि विधारयेत् नभश्च पृथिवीं चैव तुमुलभयानुदा. So when Pitama Bhishma blows his conch, it was okay. Okay, Pandavas were okay, not an issue. But when Pandavas started blowing their conch, my God, don't ask. The Duryodhana's heart was shattered. The Kauravas were totally fearful seeing the sound of the conch coming from the Pandava side. And because the sound was such an horrific and everyone was fearful in trauma by hearing the sound. That also shows that these the shine that Pandavas are going to win in the war, because by hearing the sound, console sounds of Pandavas, the Kauravas they got fearful. Now, very interesting section we can see here. How Arjuna is observing the army field, that is explained in this section from 20 sloka. We will see. Okay, Panchajanya people are replying, giving messages. Very nice. Preeti Mukasi also writing. Panchajanya Rishikesa Pandra. Okay, just write whom it belongs to also. The name to be very nice. So now Arjuna is planning to see that who all are standing in front of me and they have come to fight with me. Okay. So that is what Atha Vyavasthitan Drishtva Dhratarashtraन् Kapidhaja Pravrute Sastra Sampate Dhanurudyama Pandava Rishikesham Tada Vakyam Idam Aha Mahipate. So very interesting thing one here. So when the camera is now zoomed on Krishna and Arjuna, so they are seeing that Kapidhaja. There is a flag on top of Arjuna's chariot. In that flag, you can see Hanuman, Kapi. Kapi Dhwaja. You can see Hanuman in that Dhwaja. So very nice stories are there that how does Hanuman came in the flag of Arjuna? So this is also a big sign of victory, because wherever there is a Hanuman, there is a victory, right? So how come Arjuna's flag has Hanuman? So let's try to understand this concept. So there is a very beautiful story. So once Arjuna was wandering near that Rameswaram Dhanuskoti area, and he thought that, Arey, Ramji to go Lanka, he has to put so many stones, pebbles, mountain for making this setu. Why so much of hard work? Just by a bow and arrow, he could have made the bridge, right? So there was a monkey there, Hanuman. He told, so bridge with arrows will not sustainable. It will be break when they will go. So that's how he made the stone bridge. Arjuna, it's like an insulting the ego of Arjuna. I'm like, come on, what you are saying that bridge will not sustainable. I can make a bridge now and nobody can break it. So Hanuman bola, it won't work. If I'll jump, then it will break. Arjuna bola, what? I am Arjuna, the greatest archer. You are challenging me? Bola, "Arey, nothing will work here, Baba. I am telling you now." So Arjuna told, if I'll make a bridge and if you can't break, then what? So then Hanuman told, and if I break, then what? Arjuna told, if you'll break the bridge, then I will commit suicide. I will burn myself in the fire. Hanuman will go, bah. And if you'll not break, then he will become my servant for eternity. So Hanuman told, okay, agree, please do. Welcome. Then Arjuna makes with his one arrow, he makes a huge breach from Dhanuskoti to Lanka. And then Hanuman, ready? Jai Sri Ram. Hanuman jumps on that bridge. And immediately the bridge collapses and breaks down everything into powder. And Arjuna, oh my God, the bridge broke down. Arjuna, wait, one more chance. Arjuna again invokes his power, everything into the arrow, and again release that arrow. Another second bridge he makes. And Hanuman again jumps. Again it broke down. My God, Arjuna was thinking, come on, the greatest archer, what you're doing, come on. Like one more chance. Arjuna takes all his energy, all his power, and puts into the one arrow and releases, and he makes another bridge. And just imagine what happened. Hanuman again jumps and breaks down. Then Arjuna thinks that that's it. Take it. And he shoots another arrow and invokes fire. And he was entering into the fire. Means he was committing suicide. And Arjuna is committing suicide. Can you imagine? Immediately Krishna comes running there. Arjuna, wait. I'm there. Wait, why you are going right? Wait. Arjuna tells all the story, everything. Krishna will like, hey, when you are putting such kind of conditions or any kind of bad, somebody should be there, right? As a third person to see both the thing. Without the third person, how you can understood who won, who defeated? So now I am the third person. Now again you do. I'll see how it is happening. Oh, really? Arjuna. Okay, again Arjuna shoots arrow and makes another bridge. And then Hanuman again jumps. But this time, to the utter surprise of Hanuman, the breeze was not at all shakable. It was fixed. Hanuman was like, wow, what happening? Hanuman was jumping, like children do on the trampoline. Nothing is happening. Hanuman was like, my God, what happened? And then Hanuman was looking towards Krishna, and Krishna sees that, why you both are fighting? Hmm? And that time Hanuman sees that Lord Ram in as in Krishna. And Arjuna could see Krishna in that form. And then he tells that, I am the same Ram, I am the same Krishna. And you two are my devotees. Why you are fighting between each other? And then, oh, okay, please forgive me. Hanuman also tells that. And then, no forgiveness. Now you defeated because you couldn't break the bridge. So now, now what Arjuna asked, you have to do that. What was Arjuna's condition? That you will become eternally the servant of Arjuna. So you have to become now. So Hanuman tells, yes, I'm ready. Please tell me what I have to do. So that time Krishna tells that when the Mahabharata war will happen, you can stay in the flag of Arjuna. And whenever Arjuna needs some help, you should do that help. There are so many powerful weapons are coming towards Arjuna, and that's how Hanuman was protecting Arjuna because of and he was there in the flag. That is one of the beautiful story explained in the Mahabharata. Second story also there in the Mahabharata. Once Bhima was going in Himalaya for fetching that golden thousand petal lotus, and he came across a monkey sleeping in the forest. So he tell, hey monkey, move your tail. Monkey tells, I'm very old, I can't move my tail. Please, you only move. Okay. So then he holds with his hand and I was moving, but he was not able to budge a 1 inch. Oh my God, what is the tail or what it is? Then he holds with his two hand and trying to move. Still he couldn't move it. My God, then Bhima thinks that I have 10,000 elephants strength in my hand and not able to move a inch the tail of a monkey. What people will think about me? And he puts all his energy, but is not able to move an inch. And that is the time Bhima understood that who these monkeys? Well, my dear monkey, Hare Krishna, please reveal your identity, who you are, sleeping here. And that is the time the monkey tells that I am none other than I am Hanuman. I am the son of Vayudev Hanuman. And please, so he have pleased me. And that is the time Bhima becomes so happy. And Bhima tells that actually, I am also son of Vayudev. Bhima is also son of Vayudev. So in that way, we two are brothers. And they embrace each other. They have become so happy. And that is the time Bhima narrates all his incident, what all happened in his life. And Hanuman tells that, don't worry, I'll stay in the flag of Arjuna. And whenever he will shout in Mahabharat war, with your shout, I'll also shout. And together, when you will shout, the whole Kaurava's heart will be shattered with our sound vibration. And that is how Hanuman supported Bhima in the war. So that is how it's called Kapit Dhwaja. Eh, Hanuman personally present in the flag of Arjuna. So there are so many stories are there. So we'll go to the next shloka. So now a very interesting thing. Arjuna is giving order to Krishna. Can you imagine? It's not Krishna giving order to Arjuna. Arjuna Uvacha. सेनयर उभयोर्मध्ये रथम स्थापय में अच्युत सेनयर उभयर मध्ये सेना between the सेना उभयर मध्ये between the two सेना मध्ये in between रथम स्थापय स्थापय स्थापना करो मेरे रथ को अच्युत Oh my dear Achyuta Krishna, please take my chariot in between two army. Yavad etan nirikshyaham. I want to do nirikshan. I want to see. Yadhu kaman avastithan. Who all has assembled there to fight with me. Yadhu kaman. किनका कामना है मेरे साथ युद्ध करने के लिए कैर मया सा युद्धाभ्याम अस्मिन रण समुद्भय. I want to just see the कितना दुश्मन के ताकत है थोड़ा देखना चाहता हूँ कौन कौन वार करने के लिए आए हैं थोड़ा देखना चाहता हूँ चेहरा मरने का टाइम आ गया उनका तो दैट वाज द मेंटालिटी विथ व्हाट Arjuna orders Lord Krishna to take my chariot in between the war field so that I can measure the strength of the opponent and I can prepare accordingly to fight. At least I should see ना किसको मारने जा रहा हूँ देखना चाहिए ना तभी थोड़ा रस आएगा ना गुस्सा आएगा और so in that way Arjuna is giving order to Krishna. And Krishna is enjoying Arjuna's order. Krishna is smiling. अच्छा आदेश दे रहे हैं रथ लेके चलता हूँ देखो. So in Bhagavad Gita, there are 700 verses are there. In that 700 verses, 574 verses are spoken by Lord Krishna, 84 by Arjuna, and 41 by Sanjaya, and last one by Dhritarashtra. Still, it is called Bhagavad Gita only, na? Because whatever they have spoken, the solution, the essence, that is given by Krishna. And in one way, Krishna, as the super soul of all living entity, Lord Krishna could understand that was going in the mind of Arjuna. Whatever Arjuna is speaking, that also Lord is understanding because he is Paramatma in everyone's heart. So accordingly, these 574 verses are like the seed verses, the key verses of Gita, where Krishna is giving the message to the whole audience. So now when Arjuna ordered Lord Krishna that please keep my chariot in between the two army, so who all he is watching, that is explained here now. फादर बुरी सर्व फर्स्ट थिंग इज थिंग अरे बाप रे ये तो पापा किधर से आ गया पापा जी गलत जगह पर आप आ गए हैं सामने कहाँ से आ गए बुरी सर्व ग्रैंडफादर दादाजी भी हैं अरे बाप रे भीष्म सोमदत्त grandfather what you all are doing here so to his utter surprise what he has not imagined in his dream that he is now seeing in front of his eye father grandfather टीचर द्रोणाचार्य कृपाचार्य टीचर गुरुदेव भी सामने खड़े हैं अरे बाप रे अंकल शल्य शकुनी ब्रदर दुर्योधन विकर्णा sons like Lakshmana, grandsons like sons of Lakshmana, friends like Aswathama, father-in-law Drupada, well-wisher Kritavarma, all his relatives are standing in front. Can you imagine? Of India-Pakistan war ho raha and you are going into the border to fight and you are about to shoot the AK-47 and you are seeing the opponent party, the commander-in-chief is your uncle, your father, your grandfather. कैसा लगेगा? Can you imagine? You have never thought that ऐसा हो सकता है. But that is what the greatest anxiety, confusion Arjuna is now going through. Because in his dream also, he have never thought, never imagined that these all personalities will be standing in front of me for fight. And that was the dilemma Arjuna is now going through. And in our life also, it is like the pinnacle of your contrast thing that is coming out in front of your eye. So that is very high thing is given here. But in our life, small, small things will happen. So that we can learn from Bhagavad Gita that how Arjuna is tackling this kind of situation and Krishna is giving the proper knowledge. With this knowledge, we can also handle the differences in our life. That is what we can learn from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so now when Arjuna sees all his relatives, something is now kuch hota hai. In Arjuna's heart, something started taking place now. That person who was ready to kill everyone and he was ordering Krishna, and just take my chariot in front of the Kauravas. I want to see who all are so eager for death. They have come here. Just I want to see them. And after seeing them, Krishna was laughing. Yeah, I know that how we will see and what will happen. And the moment he sees all these personalities, Arjuna बोलते हैं ना पानी पानी हो गया. Arjuna was like so traumatic, crying, shivering. So he was in painful situation. And let's see what all think. Arjuna now thinks that Krishna, I think I should not fight now. He tells to Krishna, Krishna, what? Fight nahi karega tu? Oh, what people will say about me? It's like India Pakistan World Cup match is happening, and Virat Kohli he is going to open the match, and he's telling that I should not bet. I should not do betting today. यार पागल हो गया क्या? लोग पीट देंगे तुझे. This is not the proper time to tell that I should not do betting. You do please go and bet. Then everybody look towards the coach, right? क्या खिलाया उसको क्या बताया उसको. So then Krishna is telling that Arjuna, this is not the time to tell all these things. You are in the war field and they are standing in front of you to kill you, and you are telling I should not fight. So that is the time Krishna also got surprised to hear from Arjuna. But Arjuna, not just Arjuna was telling that I should not fight, but Arjuna is giving very logical, practical reasons why he should not fight. And that thing we should understand. Then only we can appreciate Arjuna's thought process. Arjuna, how Arjuna was thinking. So Arjuna gives 5 reasons why he should not fight. So these are the 5 reasons Arjuna is giving here. The first reason Arjuna is gives here is that compassionate. Arjuna tells that just see, they are not able to understand the value of life, Krishna. But as a genuine person, we can understand the value of life, right? We can understand what to do, what not to do. So at least we should not fight because we can see what is death and what is life. So we are not a dull person. I can see. So because of the war, so many innocent persons, the soldiers, they are going to die. So why to kill all these people? So that was the main concern of Arjuna here. In the point one, Arjuna tells that compassion, that is a natural quality of a devotee. Then the second point Arjuna tells here is that no enjoyment. That Krishna, um, I don't think any enjoyment because see na, because if I'll kill all this my see if I have to win, then I have to kill all my relatives, right? And if I'll kill all my relatives and I'll become king, then what enjoyment I'll get? Because if something you get, then you share that with your friends, right? That's how you feel happiness. अगर आपको कोई चॉकलेट दे दिया, गाड़ी मिला, कुछ मिला, अब आपके दोस्त को दिखाते हैं ना, देखो देखो मुझे मिला. तो you share with somebody, in that sharing you get happiness. Happiness is not a commodity you can purchase. Happiness comes when like-minded people come together and they share each other's contribution, each other's whatever you are getting. That's how you get happiness. That's how something you do good, directly go to your near and dear, your relatives, and you share with your close persons, and they become happy because they love you. So here Arjuna is telling Krishna, I may become a king, no doubt, but with whom I will share all this happiness? Because my uncle is going to die, my father, my grandfather, my friends, my brothers, all are going to die. Then किसके साथ खुशी मनाऊं? अकेला बैठ के राजा बनूं क्या? So there is no enjoyment. So that was the second point of Arjuna. Just imagine how intelligent Arjuna is. So far-sightedness. He's thinking so high. And then the third point Arjuna tells that fear of sin. See Krishna, if I'll kill so many person, they are not just an enemy, but they are my relatives also. And killing relatives is such a great sin. Who kills his own father? Who kills his own grandfather? Who kills his own teacher? You are Madhusudan, right? Correct, na? You have killed Madhu demon. You are not Sandipani Sudan. You have never killed your guru. But why you are telling me to kill my guru? Drona is my guru, right? Why you are making me Drona Sudan? I don't want to become my guru, killer of my guru. Nobody kills his guru. So what a kind of sinner, Krishna, you are telling me to do? I will do. That is the third reason it is fear of sin. And then the fourth, Arjuna at last, Arjuna tells that destruction of family tradition. He tells Krishna, if I'll kill all these soldiers who are assembled here, then you know what will happen? Then all the ladies will become widow. Because all the gents will be killed here, then automatically ladies will become widow, na? Because there will be no men to support their family. Then what will happen? Then people will take advantage of the ladies, and the ladies will be polluted because there are no men in the family to take care of them. And just imagine the character of the ladies when that will be exploited by the outside people, then what will happen? Then all the children born from these ladies will be Varna Sankara. There will be no character, there will be no qualities, good qualities, and and that's how the society will be chaos. So one person was studying, and he was studying that how the who does the maximum criminal activity. So he was telling that those children who don't have proper samskara from their parents, either they were not sure of who their father, mother, or such children who are born in the street and there is no parents, this kind of a children, there is no samskara. And when they become grown up adult, they become very, very negative, mental, and very disturbing element in the society. And these are called Varna Sankara. So Arjuna is telling Krishna, the Varna Sankara society will be born if I fight, because all people will die. Can you imagine till what extent Arjuna is giving his logic, so far-sightedness? So Arjuna is not a normal person. ऐसा नहीं कि देख के डर गया, हाँ कैसे युद्ध करूंगा यार, I don't want to fight Guruji Dada. Baba is thinking from so many different angle that why I should not fight, and he was presenting. So at last, if you see then Arjuna, if you see Arjuna looks like confused, right? But actually, Arjuna is not just a Kshatriya. He has a lot of power. Are he defeated Indra, he defeated Lord Shiva. He's not an ordinary person, Arjuna. So powerful. But here, if you see, Arjuna is also a devotee of Lord Krishna. He is a devotee of Lord Krishna. Because of a Vaishnava heart, his heart is very soft. वैष्णव हार्ट में देखिए कभी भी किसी को एक्सप्लॉइट करना, किसी को नुकसान करना अच्छा नहीं लगता है. सो इट्स a natural propensity of a Vaishnava that why to kill all these people are just to become a king. King में नहीं होता ना, मैं सब छोड़ देता हूँ, let them become the king and enjoy. Only the matter of king only, na? Just for becoming a king, we have to kill 11 Akshoni Sena. Crores of people have to be slaughtered here just uh, for our kingdom. I don't want that kingdom then. So that was Arjuna is giving all these regions to Lord Krishna. And here we discuss today the entire Bhagavad Gita flow of verses from the chapter 1, from the beginning to the end. So here today we saw the first section, how Dhritarashtra is asking question to Sanjay, because Dhritarashtra was a blind from the birth. He didn't understand anything, he couldn't see anything. So he's asking Sanjay that what will happen, please tell me. And then from the second verse, Sanjay is giving the answer, and he's telling the mentality of Duryodhan, that just see your son, Duryodhan, how he's politicizing with his own teacher, Guru. This is your son, trained by you. So Sanjay is telling the diplomatic mentality of Duryodhan. And then the third section we saw how Pitama Bhishma blows his counsel. As soon as Pitama Bhishma blows his counsel to encourage Duryodhan, immediately Krishna and Arjuna also they start blowing their counsel. And when Krishna and Arjuna blows their counsel, that sound shattered the heart of all the Kaurava. This how shows that the sign of victory is in Pandava's side. Because by just blowing up the counsel, if that is the effect, and then when the Arjuna's bow will twang with the arrows, what will happen? Can you imagine? So that is how a sign of victory is given here. And then Arjuna orders Krishna in the 20 to 27 sloka to take my chariot in between the arm field so that I can see, observe who all are there. They're coming for the fight. But to his utter surprise, he has never imagined in his dream that these all personalities will come for the fight. So to his surprise, he sees his own grandpa, that Papa, Grandpa, what you are doing there? To his own Guru, Gurudev, what you are doing there? And all his uncles, all his brother, or friends, everyone is seeing their father-in-law. And Arjuna was totally taken aback and surprised that how come I killed them? उनके ऊपर गोली कैसे चलाऊं यार? हाथ नहीं चलेगा. And that was the dilemma of Arjuna, that I cannot fight. Krishna, select somebody else. I am not the right person for the fight. I cannot function here. And that is how Arjuna was totally in dilemma and confused, that, and he fully agrees that the war should not take place and I should not fight. And that is how the conclusion of first chapter, the warrior who was very confident for the war, and he ordered his tank to take in between the war field for shooting the bomb. And immediately, by seeing the opponent, the emotional turmoil has taken place in his heart. And he's telling that I can't fight. And he's putting his AK-47 also in the down. And he sat down in the ground. Can you imagine? He sat down in the chariot and he's crying. He's incessantly crying, trembling, and tears are coming out from his eyes. Just imagine the middle of the war field, and he's telling Krishna, I can't fight, I won't fight, please take me out from this war field. And this is the condition of Arjuna. Fully depressed, fully frustrated, no hope at all. And to this point, how the greatest motivator of this world, Lord Krishna, gives a ray of hope to Arjuna to again pick up AK-47 and makes him ready for the war for a right cause. And after explaining all these things from second chapter to 17th chapter, Arjuna at the last, in the 18th chapter, he get again convinced. Yes, my dear Lord Krishna, I am ready. Please tell me whom to kill. I'm ready with AK-47. Just order me. I'm ready to press the button. So how the transformation has took place in this 17th chapter, that we will see in the consequence chapter. So every Sunday evening, 7 p.m., we will cover one chapter of Bhagavad Gita, flow of one chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So today we cover the first chapter. Next Sunday we'll cover second chapter. In this way, in 18 sessions, 18 Sunday, we'll cover the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So the flow of the entire Bhagavad Gita in this way we'll cover. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for all of your time. So just now, anybody have any question, can unmute yourself and you all can ask your questions. Hare Krishna. Very nicely explained, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Preeti Mukherjee. I just request all of you, if possible, you can on your cameras so that I can see. And some are new people also joined. So those are new people also can introduce yourself, those who have joined together. Okay, okay.
Sure,
Dvita
Prabhuji.
Mataji, Preeti Mataji, you all can tell from how you got connected to this group.
Actually, I don't remember, Prabhuji, but I'm in the community, so I saw your message there, and you really explain in very simple and very nice, simple way, and you cover each and every point, Prabhuji, and very nice presentation and very nice explanation, Prabhuji. I don't think so. There's a single point you have missed from first chapter.
So from where you are joining, Mataji?
From Mumbai, Prabhuji. Actually, I'm from Pune.
Okay.
But due to my son's studies, I'm staying here temporarily.
Okay. So
And
are you there in that English group, satsang group?
no, I have joined. Actually, today only I saw the link, so I have sent a
So
request
where exactly you saw the link?
in communities, Prabhuji.
Community group. Okay, okay. So what you can do is
Yes.
just WhatsApp your number to me, then I'll add you into our English group where you will get regular message in the classes.
Okay, yes,
Okay.
Prabhuji. On your number, WhatsApp number.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. Thank you so
Hare
much,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. So we will get a recording of this session.
Yes, yes. Why not? I'll put the link. I'll put
Okay.
the
Thank you
utility.
so much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for
Hare
your time.
Krishna.
Thank you
Hare
so much,
Krishna.
Dandavat.
Dandavat. Okay. Anybody else? What all you like in today's session? What point any all can share at least one point what touches your heart, what you liked in today's session?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hitesh here.
Krishna, Hitesh ji.
हाँ, I'm audible.
Yes, yes, yes.
हाँ, आपका प्रभु जी वो बैकग्राउंड का जो प्रेजेंटेशन था ना, बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे.
Okay.
मतलब इट वाज रियली लाइक जैसे हम कोई मिनी थिएटर में बैठे, ऐसा कुछ फीलिंग आ रहा था. और
Hare Krishna.
दूसरा क्या था, मैं